Okay, that's fine.
Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. They'll give it to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a fourth down.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. It's an option look. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6. Back behind the quarterback, line in the pistol. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Finding space at the 20. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Gain of 2. Third down coming up.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 3rd down, out of the shotgun, bringing pressure. The short completion of the tight end. Gets past the tackler into open space now. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The defense with more pre-snap movement. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive moving. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. What team has come on the field now to send this one away? And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, his defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally getting brought down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Third down play here out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Jefferson. Touchdown, Duke. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Fighting him off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll hand it off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll see what he can do with the return. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll run the option. And they hand it off to the back. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The linebacker shifting around now. They'll test the right side here. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Just ran away from the defense.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Turner trying to create good field position. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, these screen passes are all about timing. I really felt the offense looked like they tipped their hand. The defense started to kind of drift that way towards the screen, and by the time the running back catches the ball, there's just nowhere to go.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And here's the return. And they've got the returner corralled. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. There's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense.
6-9-1, Gators far. Now. Hornet.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
The Blue Devils trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's swarmed by the defense.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Duke.
Oh, the defense completely blows in here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. Quarterback made the throw. And they got a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And the Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Blue Devils. To stretch the lead, the route is on. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gaucho. Gaucho. Go. Go.
They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. The DB is backing off from the line now. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty. First down and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it's been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And the tailback's got it again. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And the Blue Devils are in the red zone.
Lasso.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
But they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Blue Devils with 1st and 10 here.
Spider. Yep. Razor. Cut it.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1 here.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
Yankee blue. Cricket. Go.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Third down coming up.
So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt.
2-9 Philly. Here we go, set.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Duke. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Running with purpose. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Easy.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made on the left side. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And on the carry, he's heading left. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score 52, Alabama 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Here we go.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And it's a bunch formation. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They toss it to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And a low line drive, ugly punt. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? They feed the fullback this time. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Easy. Flip. Hot, hot.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
One of those critical third down plays coming up.
Spider. 4, belly stunner. Low. Go.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. Breaking free at the 35. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
And how impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Blue Devils pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Okay, ready?
Now from the pistol formation.
Check, check. Green 25. Set hot. Ready, ready.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The Blue Devils looking to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Blue Devils have 1st and 10 here.
Come on, set. Hold.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today.
On the double.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Clear. Clear. Razor. Razor.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Got it.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal.
Let's go. Slide 22. Slide 22.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The big fullback's got it here. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
On the set.
2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback just kneels down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.